All right, so last week we talked about some of the things that we started implementing, and we kind of rambled in and bunched in a whole bunch of stuff together. So we kind of want to slow it down for you guys and for ourselves, because we get carried away talking about what we're doing today and what we did then. We're going to try to talk about the process that we kind of went through from October up until today, almost a year later. And like I was saying, when we decided in October we wanted to change just our entire lifestyle, it was a big decision. It was scary because we weren't waking up at 5:30 in the morning. We were already going preaching at 7:30. It was a lot. It was a lot for us to take in. It was very hectic, like for our schedule and just for our life in general, because we were already doing so much. So a lot of people say, well, how do you guys just have the time?
We don't have the time, so we sat down and we're like, look, when can we work out? So for me, I can't work out at night because I'm super wide awake all night, and it's not good for me. And he can work out at night, but we decided the way that we can both do it, the only way was to wake up earlier, go to sleep a little bit earlier and wake up earlier. So that was the only way we can squeeze it in, and we were so committed to do it that we stuck to it. We would put 5 alarms before 5:30 because
absolutely
we didn't want to wake up. But by the third alarm, we're like, okay, we gotta get up. We have to do it. And another thing that we did that he taught me, that he learned from someone else, was the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule, which is if you tell yourself you're gonna do it. I don't even know the whole psychology of it, but it does work. If you're gonna tell yourself that you're gonna do something and you can't get up in the morning, if you literally count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you get up
like a rocket ship.
You just get up. You're gonna get up no matter what. It works. You need to try it.
I can promise you, if you're struggling getting up in the morning, the second your alarm goes off and your eyes open, go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and watch what that does to your brain. Because Harvard did a study in the psychology is your brain has a 5-second window between what it thinks you're going to do and what you actually do. And what most people don't realize is that in that 5 seconds, you're thinking, oh no, I'm just too tired, I'm going back to bed. Or, I have to get up, I have a big event today. Or, because the days of the convention, we all getting up because it's in that 5-second window. And another thing I learned is, if from the second you wake up, if you go back to bed, even if you just wake up 5 minutes later, your brain is still in that sleep mode for another hour and a half. Whereas if you woke up from the second you woke up where your eyes opened, you wouldn't be so tired for that first hour and a half of the day. There's a huge science behind all of that stuff. So long story short, when you wake up, set your alarm not an hour before. Set it for the time that you actually plan on getting up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, wake up. Tell your spouse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get them up, turn the lights on. And that's how it is. If I don't get up, and this is how it was in October, we're trying to relate to you guys so you guys can relate, because we want you guys to see the struggle. The struggle. Even today, we on, I don't know, it's like 10 months later today, we're still struggling to get out of bed. And if she don't get up, then I struggle to get up. But it only takes one. If I get up, she'll be like, all right, he's up, the lights are on, the bathroom's lights on, there's a lot of noise, he's changing, he's putting music on. All these types of things allow the other person to get up. But if you both get into that routine and you set those daily regimens, you're gonna fall into that, and it's gonna be so simple for you to do on a daily, weekly, monthly, and long-term yearly basis. And that's why from day one in October, the only thing that really kept us going, because the first couple days you're like, all right, let's go, I'm super excited, let's do it. But that gets old so super quick. Just like anything in life, you're super excited, and then you get worn out. You get all gung-ho, and then it wears off. So we were excited, but after the first couple days, we're like, this is a lot of work. Because the gym ain't the type of thing where you're pumping iron all day and you're running on the treadmill all day long, and you're like, I just worked out as hard as I did in my entire life, and I don't see any results. Unlike most things in life, where food has instant gratification.
And the problem with me, that I know that I wasn't losing weight as much as I wanted to, or inches, was because my mentality was always, okay, I work out to eat whatever I want to eat. And that's what I always thought, and I struggled with that. Because when I was younger, obviously it was easier to lose weight. You can go hours without eating or do fasting and you were fine and you lost weight. But as you get older, it just becomes harder. So he was like, we have to change what we eat, Monica. And I'm like, no. If I work out, I can eat whatever I want. And he would be like, no, we have to change what we eat. So we finally did it. I was like, okay, I'm not seeing any results like I want to, so let's just do it. And we began our whole lifestyle change with what we ate.
Right.
And it worked.
And that was the biggest thing, because from day one, it was very frustrating for us because, like I said, food gives you instant gratification. So if you're hungry and you have a belly pain, or you're depressed, or you're angry, food, when you eat it, you start to feel good right away. So food gives you instant gratification, where when you consider going to the gym, it's painful. You don't see results right away, and you don't always feel good while you're there or even after. You're gonna wake up the next day with aches and pains. You're like, that or food that makes me happy right away. That's why most of the world is overweight, because they choose food 9 times out of 10. So breaking out of that is a struggle for everybody, but it was definitely a struggle for us.
No, and also as human beings, imperfect human beings, we always think we're gonna focus on the journey there and how difficult it's gonna be, and we never think about the end result. We always think about, oh my gosh, I have to get up, put sweatpants on, get my sports bra on, get my sweatshirt on. Then it's freezing outside. It's October. Yep. And it's snowing and cold. And now my sneakers are wet. And I have to go in there and I have to actually go run, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't have the energy. I need coffee. I don't have energy. And we think about all that stuff, and now I have to go do weights, and that's gonna hurt my arms. It's gonna hurt my legs, and then I have to go shower, and then I have to get dressed, and I have to go to service. We just think about the whole thing instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel better after I do this. I'm gonna look great. I'm gonna feel great. I'm gonna be happy. You know, all the good results that you can get from that. We do not ever think about the end result. We think about the getting there, which is difficult. Which is
good, because most people just think too much about the process rather than focusing on the result. And one thing that we did with the audio program that we did by teaching us how to, just change the quality of our life in regards to our body. It was called, the body you deserve. Get the body you deserve. And it's different for everybody. That's why I said certain things will work for us, certain things will work for you. But I can guarantee if you do what we did, because one thing that it told us to do, one of our first assignments was, okay, how do you look today? How do you feel about yourself? She wrote it down, I wrote it down. And then it said, how do you want to look? So what is your perfect body? Is it washboard abs? That might be my goal, but that might not be your goal. Whatever your goal is, write that down. And when we wrote that down, we started to build a conviction and think, well, I'm never gonna get to that goal if I only go once a week. I'm never gonna get to that goal if I don't eat right. I'm never gonna get to that goal if I don't stick to what I said I was going to do. And because we spent 15, 20 minutes writing down that list of where we wanna be, it gave us that motivation, that inspiration, and that drive to get there. Because we weren't focusing on like the entire long process like most people do. We were focusing on the result. You get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, you're like, man, this is not how I want to look. But I can guarantee you look at you, and you constantly review that goal sheet. You're looking at that every day. All right, well, this is how I want to look. And because of that, it'll keep you going.
And for the ladies, I can tell you, it's harder for us to lose weight because we stress out about every little thing.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this much. You measure every little thing, and everything has to be perfect to the T, and then you stress out so much more. And then, why is my husband losing weight and I'm not losing weight? Like, why? I'm doing more than he is. I'm more strict in my diet and everything I do than he is. And one thing I can tell you is I started losing weight and feeling better by myself when I stopped thinking about that. I just stopped. I was just going to the gym to feel better, to have energy. And that was my focus, to feel better and have energy. And once that was my focus, I just started losing weight immediately.
Right. Because if you stress over the entire process, you'll never lose weight. So don't stress, focus on the result, and write down your why. Focus on your outcome, and the process won't seem so overwhelming. Again, catch us on the next episode, because this is a never-ending subject.
Bye.
And we'll see you soon.